morning, Eagles. I'm Marila Lores.
And I'm Soleila Fletcher.
You're watching Eagle News, your go-to spot for the latest updates around campus.
We've got a mix of important announcements and some exciting highlights coming your way.
Let's kick things off with current events and check out what's making headlines around the world.
Welcome back to Current Events. My name is Richard Sanchez.
And I'm Alexander Cerda.
The Artemis II mission, the first mission to the moon in about half a century, last authorized by Nixon in '69, is nearing the end of its 10-day mission and plans to splash down in the Pacific off the coast of California.
The Artemis mission is a test voyage for future trips to the moon, and in the upcoming Artemis III mission, they will practice docking and deploying a moon rover.
Back onto planet Earth. The conflict in the Middle East has slowed down as a shaky but very real ceasefire has been agreed to by the U.S. and Iran.
Here is a bulletin from CBS News.
No, it hasn't. Here's the clip.
Is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
President Trump has remarked previous times that he would be resetting their country, and has also stated on numerous occasions that their power and influence in the region has been greatly diminished.
The president has announced some controversial statements regarding this, with wording stating the destruction of a civilization and associating the conflict as a great reset.
Further regarding the president, Trump has called a meeting with Cardinal Robert L. McRoy, the current Archbishop of Washington, D.C., and the representative of the Holy See in America, where sources report it was stated that the United States military is the strongest in the world and can do whatever they want, wherever they want, whenever they want.
It was then remarked that the Pope must pick a side in the reference toward the Avignon Papacy, a period of time in which the Pope was killed by the French king over a grudge, and the subsequent next 8 popes had to live in France under the rule of said king.
These statements are now being taken as threats to the Pope and his well-being, leading to the Pope canceling all appearances in the continental United States indefinitely.
Going smaller scale, a Kimberly-Clark warehouse had caught on fire in Ontario, California, following a video recorded of a suspected employee lighting products ablaze.
Reportedly, this fire caused by a begrudged employee after him and his coworkers were denied a sustainable wage by the company. This employee recorded himself, posted a TikTok of the incident.
The fire has cost $500 million in damages and destroyed the 1.2 million square foot warehouse, though luckily the suspect is under federal custody and no one was injured. That's all the time we have for today. Stay arson-fueled, and now, on to announcements.
Good morning, Lassiter Eagles. I'm Anaya Courtney.
And I'm Ryan Cook.
We are officially in the middle of the testing season. This Friday, April 17th, is Biology and U.S. History STAR tests.
Because the testing window is open, there will be no biology or U.S. history, instruction, or tutoring this week, so make sure to use your time wisely.
And looking even further ahead, the Algebra 1 STAR test is set for Friday, April 24th.
And this Tuesday, students who are in Algebra 2 and have not passed TSI Math Assessment will test at 8 a.m.
Lastly, if you have a college course, make sure to sign in with the front office for attendance.
That's all for announcements.
Let's make it a great prep week. Now to our next segment.
Hello, I'm Emiliano Martinez.
And I'm Cesar Delgado.
And welcome to this week's segment of Shoutouts.
Shout out to prom community and senior sponsors for all the hard work and dedication into setting up prom.
That's it for shoutouts. Now, on to our next segment.
Hello everyone, my name is Justin Murray.
And my name is Anna Jefferson.
Let's take a look at what the weather has planned for us this week.
Kicking the week off, look forward to a warm Monday with a high of 86 down to a low of 68.
On Tuesday, expect the temperature to be a high of 82 and a low of 69. Great for a light jacket and sweatpants.
On Wednesday, we'll be reaching a high of 77, cooling down to a low of 66.
Thursday, we expect sunny skies with a high of 83 and a low of 65.
And finally, on Friday, expect a high of 71 that cools down to a low of 61.
That's all for weather. Now on to the next segment.
Good morning, my name is Dulce Lasso.
And I'm Judith Hernandez, and we are glad to announce our Lassiter birthdays from April 6th to April 19th. Happy birthday to
Christian Perez, Abril Delgado, Rihanna Barrera,
Santiago Salazar, Jose Ayala, Sarai Leura, and Michaela Duran.
If you see these students in the hall, make sure you wish them a happy birthday.
That wraps up our Lassiter birthdays for this week. Now let's hear from our next segment.
Hello, I'm Herta Camacho.
And I'm Leah Green. Welcome back to another college segment.
Here, we will be interviewing students to bring educational entertainment within the college environment.
Today's contender is Marissa Becerra and Ruben Cardenas. Let's begin with, what do you see yourself in 5 years?
And now we're
Marissa, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So in 5 years, I will be 23 and just graduated with my bachelor's in science human resource management with a double major in psychology, and had just finished my SHMR certification. And then I guess starting my career off in people analysis. And since I'll be in my early 20s, I guess I'll be traveling and, just enjoying my early 20s. So that being said, in 5 years, I see myself starting my career off in STEM business and just enjoying life.
All right, thank you.
We're here with
Ruben Cardenas.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So in 5 years, well, right now I'm planning to go to college. Hopefully I'll be done with that in about 2 to 3 years. And hopefully in 5 years, I'm in an entry-level position. If I don't see it through college, I think it's always good to have a backup plan. Hopefully I'm getting started into something, maybe an apprentice, or just making progress in a career field.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That's it for college. Now into yearbook.
Hello, Eagles. I'm Michaela Fleming.
And I'm Dawson Dozier here with your yearbook update.
Listen up. Prices are moving fast. The yearbook is now on sale for $70, and it will increase to $100 May the 1st.
We are officially down to our last 76 yearbooks, and once they're gone, they're gone. Just head over to yearbookforever.com and search up Last Sitter. And if you get stuck or need help,
find Valeria Moreno or Annalise Gonzalez. They're our yearbook's editors-in-chiefs.
And that's all from us. Now on to the next segment.
Hello everyone, I'm Morgan Ford.
And I'm Envu.
Welcome back to This Week Eagle News Sports.
Next week is packed up with exciting matchups across several major sports.
In the NBA, teams are pushing hard as the regular season gets closer to the playoffs.
Key games next week could impact playoff rankings, so expect intense competition and big star performances from star players.
In Major League Baseball, the early season continues as teams look to build momentum.
Fans can expect exciting pitching matchups and some powerful hitting as the clubs try to start the season strong.
Over in the NHL, hockey fans will see important games as teams fight for playoff spots.
Every point matters now, so the pace and intensity on ice is very, very high.
And in soccer, leagues around the world continue their season with major clubs battling for the top of the standings.
Rivals and close matches could make for thrilling games.
That's a quick look at the sports action coming up next week. Make sure to tune in and catch the excitement.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time for more sports highlights. And now on to the next segment.
Good morning, Last Sitter students. Come with me as I interview this year's seniors.
Today I'm here with
Fabian Torres.
Hello, Fabian. How do you feel about the school year coming to an end?
Honestly, I feel really great about it because of all the opportunities I'm going to be able to have for college. But, it definitely is sad to see high school go since, you only get this once in a lifetime.
And what was your favorite part about all 4 years here at Last?
My favorite part was the people I met and all my friends that I was able to talk to.
Hello, today I'm here with
Tamara.
Hi, Tamara. How do you feel about the school year coming to an end?
I feel excited for the school year coming to the end.
And what's your favorite part about all 4 years here at Last?
My favorite part about all 4 years was the friend I made.
Thank you.
That's all we've got for you today on this episode of Eagle News.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and Instagram at LECHS Eagle News.
Stay informed, stay connected, and we'll see you next time.